Assalamualaikum everyone. Hello, back to my podcast again. And today another special guest, obviously special always, yeah. Aw. So here with me today is Intan. Okay, she's an old friend of mine. All right, and the topic of our podcast today is all about burnout. Okay, so I'm sure everyone has felt this feeling before.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure somewhere ada rasa macam I feel whatever, right? So Intan, will you please introduce
Introduce
yourself?
myself. Hi, I'm Intan. A bit background for myself.
Okay.
I am the first of 12.
You
So,
are the what?
First of 12.
Oh,
So,
you're the eldest
sister.
of 12 siblings.
Yeah, of 12
Oh
siblings.
my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Ramai rupanya.
Big family, big family.
Mhm.
My dad also has got 14 siblings.
Oh.
So it's not a isolated thing.
Right.
And his siblings have got
It's normal.
yeah, normal in my generation.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Nice.
in my 4 series.
How many?
How many?
To be exact.
42, I think. This
Okay,
year.
that's all right.
42,
You just
early
turned
40s.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And happily married with my childhood sweetheart.
Yeah, that's another podcast. We need to talk about that. That's
Let's.
so sweet. Okay, yeah.
And I've been working since I graduated 20 odd years ago.
Mm. Right.
Currently on a career break to focus on my healing.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people would like to do that, take a break from
Yeah.
working, but not able to.
Yeah.
You know, so you're kind of lucky in a way. Like
Yeah.
you get you
If I
just
could share, it's actually born out of many reasons.
Mhm. Okay.
Fear
Yeah.
is one of them, which I can explore later.
Yeah.
When decided to take this career break, it was actually something I didn't want to do. It's the fear of not having money,
Yeah.
who's going to pay the bill,
Mm.
you know, and I like uh, uh, making myself feel happy with makeup and things like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. We
Yeah. It costs.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's cost.
It's not free.
It's not free. Nothing is.
Yeah.
But I have a series of health scare, very, very serious.
Mhm.
I wasn't that strong to begin with. I'm a cancer survivor.
Okay. Yeah.
This is my 10th year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
After 10
Oh my God,
years?
yeah, 10 years.
Oh
I had
God.
my
Alright.
surgery November 2020. My 10 years anniversary.
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
that's a decade.
Yeah. And
Time
I'm still
passed.
here.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Uh,
But
uh,
you sound like you just realized.
I didn't realize it.
Okay.
Because it's certain things you don't pay attention to.
Yeah,
Like
just
it's like a
day by
bump in the-
day kind of
like,
thing, and then split on to the yeah.
Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah. Really, really great.
Mm.
But going back to taking the career break, so it's really not something that I didn't want to do.
So you're talking about the most recent
Yeah, recent.
break and everything, and were you experiencing a burnout at that time?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know what a burnout is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or we like there's a lot of educations around stress
Yeah,
management,
of course.
and then living in our society
Mhm.
and being where I am,
Mhm.
where I was before.
Mhm.
I sort of like see myself as a strong, successful, driven, motivated kind of
Yeah,
thing.
resilient.
Yeah, because I've gone through cancer and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm the eldest of 12.
Yeah, like you can do anything.
I can do
basically.
anything. Yeah. So it's that kind of I've survived things in the past,
Oh,
so I can bounce back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is how your brain works, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then when I thought that they're always telling us, if it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
benar.
Well,
Kind of.
yeah, but I think in terms of burnout, like now that I'm like reflecting, I have time to be away from work now.
Yeah.
Burnout happens because we sort of like forgotten to recharge our battery.
Yeah. So this is now what you
this is now.
realize.
Yeah, like before it's like, but not there, no. This is just like
Life.
life,
It's
right?
normal. Working hard is
Yeah.
part of life.
Yeah, and being the eldest and the senior person,
Yeah.
in my work, I work in admin and people management. So
Yeah.
there's always expectation of like, you're trained to, 20 years.
like
Kan?
just get on with it because it's your job.
Yeah,
Macam
there
tu.
are support, definitely. There is support.
Yeah.
My previous organization has all sorts of programs.
Mm-hmm.
Tapi it's something about knowing, like you know things, you read
Yes.
things on the internet, you go to courses.
Yeah, you can
But-
read, you can attend these things.
But sometimes I think during that time I was going through the motion. I was already not well.
Right.
And then there's that sense of false positivity. Like,
Yeah.
and forgetting to like really slow down and look into self-care.
But you are not feeling well already.
Yeah.
Yet you accelerate
Yeah.
on mate.
Yeah. Because of course there's a lot of things that happen. The one that made it worse was COVID. Everyone was affected, right? Everyone was
Of
affected.
course.
And
Aku na kerajaan ni pun affected na pada
Jaganak.
Jadi tuition teacher ko.
I remember when my family in two houses. My sister was in Lugu, my mom was in Tunggu.
Okay.
And everyone was affected by COVID.
Yeah. Where were you living?
I was in my own place, the Jalan Kebangsaan.
Okay.
And everyone was down with COVID.
Yeah. Oh.
And nobody could go out. Okay. For some reason, everyone else was getting the care package. Kan?
Okay.
They couldn't go out.
Yeah.
So it was me yang bubut to Tunggu, then bubut to Lugu, and then still work.
Right.
And at that time, because we were supporting the organization,
okay.
I was working Monday to Sunday, 6 in the morning till midnight.
Monday to Sunday.
No break, darling.
Oh, because you.
Adalah in between.
Because online na tu kelas.
Online, yeah.
So macam just keep on going.
Yeah, keep on going. Macam ada sense of, like time out.
Because you're in your home je ba?
Yeah,
Kaya ko lang hard to stop.
Of course we talk about like, take time for yourself.
Yeah. Of course,
Tapi,
it. Right?
It's very funny because everyone was online.
Yeah.
So that's where the community was.
Oh, yeah, takan.
Yeah,
because things change.
I felt the burnout the first time during that time. I love Toastmasters because I like talking.
The first time you felt burnout?
I know it was burnout.
During that COVID time.
During that time. It was because I love Toastmasters.
Yeah,
so I like
you're a Toastmaster.
Yeah, I like to talk.
Yeah.
But mostly I like to listen to stories.
Yeah, okay.
So Toastmaster people talk about their experiences by inventing. Mm-hmm. And they had a meeting every Tuesday at 7:30.
Yeah, that was their weekly
thing, right?
That's your social avenue.
Yeah, and I hadn't been able to attend the Durato because I was in KB and they're in Bandar. Okay. And then I was commuting. So during COVID, they were doing things online on Zoom.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah,
easier.
Yes, like I can do this, right? I can be part of the. Sekali come 7:30. Lepas isya ko, I was just lying on my couch. I was like 7:30. Yeah, the Zoom is it's on. Kali macam my body macam hindi mau bangun.
What? You were frozen?
Like my brain was awake.
Okay.
Kan macam you're gonna hear speeches and
you were excited.
I was excited. And my body was so like
you
I remember
on.
to di sini ikut barat rasanya kebangun.
Oh my God.
I was just so tired. I was so done tired.
But Ani, you said after Isha, right?
Oh.
So you were not sleepy?
I was not. I was not sick.
Okay.
It was just, I think because bangun pagi, check email pukul 6 pagi and then log off and then makan something and then it's not that I was always 12 jam tu on the laptop. It's just that you start early.
Yeah.
Kadang ada emergency ke apa, and then you leave it and then you go back do things and go back to work.
You're just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sekali so Maghrib Isha, and you were planning to go for the Toastmaster online.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get up.
Oh, lepas Isha macam 7:20 kah?
Oh God, how did you feel?
Biar teh gitu.
Okay, so you were not bothered?
Like I was actually unhappy with myself. Like, aku kan because I like listening. It's kind of like.
But do you not wonder why you're not getting up?
I was just sick of sitting in front of
The computer?
The computer.
Okay. So meaning like maybe because you couldn't get up, you're like, okay, fine. Settle.
Oh, tapi sedih lah. Macam, and then I was like, around my husband, ni aku kena turn lah.
But that's unusual, right?
Oh,
You
macam like you want to do things.
Yes.
Like it's something that I love. Like I pay you to, I pay, I would pay to attend.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. I just
get up. So benar-benar lah, it was not able.
Physically unable to. But I know I wasn't sick.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think was going on?
I think I was really the battery habis sudah.
Low bat. Hindi lagi low bat.
Flat sudah, flat.
Yeah.
Okay. But at that time I thought macam boring saja macam
takut ka?
At that time hindi tahuhan, tapi macam tahu saja the symptoms.
Right. So that is burnout.
That is burnout, I feel.
Macam KO niya, like
macam
condemn sudah.
Condemn. Of course the next day we wake up and we do our things.
Yeah. So you just stayed in bed lah, and then the next day you were able to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just that, tapi that's one of the thing that came to mind when that was the very first time when I consciously realized I'm missing something I love. Tapi I couldn't do because of this is really battery zero.
Oh.
Macam
like that's all you got. Nada lagi.
And that was the macam orang, that was the beginning. And then I think I read it somewhere that and I met up with people. I didn't put a name to it.
Okay.
I didn't.
Belum ada burnout words
because I sometimes, to be honest, growing up with the elders and an 80s child, barang macam ni, they don't say,
it's nothing.
Healing, what is that?
Yeah, like get on with it. Macam lampau je, manja je.
Manja je kamu ni. Yeah.
And like we can just go on anyway. Like we're fine.
So what?
We can work even if we're hurt.
Ow. Yes.
Kan? I get it.
But that happened, and I didn't put a name to it, but I felt it. Macam I remember it.
Yeah,
I remember it.
And it's the first time, and you feel unusual, like it's never happened before.
No, I mean I always wanted. Biasalah kalau you want to do things.
Yeah.
My mom has got knee. She's 60.
Yeah.
Just turned 60.
Okay.
She's got knee issue.
Okay.
So I remember my sibling were telling me, "Dorang ni ke Singapore vacation kan?"
Yeah.
Kali, so they brought her around shopping, boring ya. Sakit tangan, sakit kaki gue, couldn't talk.
Yeah.
And then they brought her to Garden by the Bay.
Okay.
Sekali berlari ya.
Happy dia.
Because she loves flowers, right?
Yeah.
She's got green thumbs.
Yeah. So on.
So if you do something you love, whatever that you feel.
Yeah. Even if you're down, you get up.
Lari to. And I was really surprised.
Yeah. But this was not the case for you.
No. It was.
It should have been like that, right? Like, okay, Toastmaster up.
You don't have to do anything. Tutup sa camera, dengar saja. Aninda langsung.
So that's like real. That's an indication lah. Like it's total zero, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. And I think so. What happened after that? There was a series of things that I didn't pick up.
Oh, you ignored it basically.
Macam. It was a first sign, right?
Yeah.
Like, Intan, hello, like, hey, look after yourself.
I would be worried. I'm surprised you didn't stop the thing. You just thought you're sleepy, tired, whatever.
I thought I was COVID kali ni. But I wasn't sick. I was not. I was happy.
Okay.
Tapi it's a different kind of, macam the body just want to rest.
Yeah.
And
just, it's a switch button.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've never had that. I don't think. Okay, yeah, all right, continue. And then
so and I love doing things, right?
Yeah,
I love learning new things.
Yeah.
So nothing is bad for me.
Yeah.
Nothing is like kapulongkang. It's there's an intention is to have a nice house or what, right? So you do things. But because I ignored these little things, I think that what battery itu, instead of like sometimes you charge your battery, the battery health check sampai 100 kan.
Yeah.
So I think what happened was that my body macam tidak ada alignment.
Obviously.
Right. So
Yeah.
macam instead of I charge, of course I go on vacation,
You're
Okay,
doing
yeah, shopping
yes.
ke KL apa tu. Yeah, I did that, Like
Oh.
it wasn't my company, the company I was working with was
Right.
not draconian. They say, oh, go cuti, go rest, So
Okay.
I went through that. But I think because I wasn't putting myself
You were not mindful. You were not
consistently,
present.
selalu
to how-
hingaw kan macam,
I get that.
So I
Yeah.
think that is one of the biggest lessons. If you don't look after yourself, and then sometimes, and again, there's a couple of examples that I could
Okay.
share.
Yeah.
I have a beloved uncle. It's really fantastic. Ano ba kalau event like family event, he'll be the MC. He'll be
He's like
leading
the life of the party.
Yeah, he'll be like leading the. He'll be leading the dance and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think he ignored the symptoms.
Oh,
So,
okay.
kalau orang, like, I'm strong.
Yeah.
Like I don't need this.
I don't need anything. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think maybe macam barangkali too sibuk for the day and then he's probably forgotten to maybe take his medication. Aku cuma tuju tu.
Yeah, whatever is lupa. Even to drink water. You can
right.
forget to drink water.
And it's so him because it's like, I know, ano ba ni, macam, apa niya orang, he was leading the prayers with his anak. And he collapsed because of stroke.
He had a stroke?
He had a stroke.
On the spot?
I think, I don't really know the entire treatment.
Okay.
And plus it's COVID, so it's not worse, right?
Yeah, during COVID ni.
Yeah. So the recovery was difficult. And he's a strong, resilient man.
Yeah.
Well loved and everything.
Yeah.
But I was like, when I see him, there's a fear, like in me, right? It triggered a lot of fear. I went through depression dulu.
Okay.
And I wanted to die. Right?
Dulu when? Before this burnout?
Adalah sometime. Like there are phases when I feel like suicidal.
This is your occasionally it will come to
sometimes
you
just want to I just want to lie down and
die.
die. Tapi now that I've gone through this, like right now, right?
Yeah.
Like I've gone through my treatment, I've gone through reflection,
a lot of life events.
Yes. But now that I think about it, like what is worse than dying? Is when your life is empty, or you can't do things you love. No, if you're stroke, like if I have my stroke, right? No, I can't speak.
Okay.
I would have to depend on someone else.
Right. It's like you lost something, but you're not dead.
Oh, ba.
So like it's partially there.
Like me, I'm sure he's got his rich life. People are looking after him, but I was holding a mirror to myself. Intan, if you had this thing, right? Right, and I can't do things I want. Yeah. The basic things in life, right? Yeah. I've always been independent. Like I like reading. Medyo ko kan nyuruh orang naruh barang.
Oh.
Di mo ako kan.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh my God, like what if this happened? You're like a prisoner. Yeah. In your own body.
That's how you were reflecting about yourself.
Yeah. So that's me now, right? There's a lot of dulu macam when I went through a bit of like there is a moment in my life. Yeah. Strict burnout, depression. Yeah. I just want to lie down and die, things like that. So alhamdulillah, I went for treatment with the Brunei government and had psychology. Oh yeah. Counselings and things like that. So I'm fully coming out of that. So it's that replaced with like the wanting to die is no longer there. Now it's like more like how do I become productive again, right? Right. Like how do I give back to society? Okay, so you evolved from the feelings of like downness, but also having that instances, having that realization. Like I think my worst what do you call that? My worst fear is not dying, because when you die you can't do anything about it. It's when you can't. Like my life is dependent on someone else. Like your life, but you can't do the things you want to do. Yeah, and you're dependent on someone else, and So this is now the current me. But at the same time, it's kind of like it's quite an interesting and then I'm only just realizing this now talking to you, right?
Okay, yeah.
This is the reason why I got burnout in the first place. Like I want to be independent. I don't want to depend on other people.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So it's coming back. Like it's like at the same time I see like Intan, like you're no longer wanting to die, but now you're
accelerating, doing everything.
And then
like
this is when I catch myself now. Like I'm only 1 month kiranya lah macam into my career break ni.
Yeah.
Tapi mau buat ni.
Sibuk.
Sibuk je. Macam my siblings it's very difficult for them to find jobs. So I wanted to build a cafe lah apalah.
Yeah.
Like employ them, things like that, right? Live independent, start a business.
Yeah.
Tapi the same, and then wanting to prove that I can bounce back. Tak ada kerja pun I can do entrepreneur.
Yeah, no problem. Macam mana je bunyinya FOMO.
About FOMO je. Tapi at the same time, as we're having this conversation, it reminded me what happened to me in the first place. Yeah. Like you're accelerating now. Pada-pada je,
like before it's pasal kerja.
Oh, now it's like
you want to do your work because it's right there. I'm gonna do it, and then you burn out. So today, no more job. You don't have this boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss, right?
You're the boss of you right now. Kayaknya you are a tough boss.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, exactly.
You're tough on yourself as well. Like, we gotta do this. We're gonna move. You're like, move.
Yeah. So
padahal nadarong nyuruh tah?
Nadarong nyuruh. Even my husband is quite nice. I wanted him to be happy all the time, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? I want to help him reach his goals and whatever.
Right.
But he had a conversation the other day with a few people who supported me.
Okay.
Sekali, and then he was talking to me about it, and I was looking at him. Biasa kena marahi kan, macam kadang-kadang like, kenapa kau beli makeup mahal, things like that.
You biasa kena marahi, mate. Okay.
Macam more like love, right?
Okay.
Sekali, and then, but when I got sick during that time, when there was one time in my life where I think I disappeared for 3 months.
Okay. Yeah.
Mental health issues, MC panjang-panjang, sakit.
Okay.
But after that, he was like, if you need to take a break, I'm here. You forget that I'm here. Like, that's like, oh, okay.
So he'd never responded this way before.
Nada.
Oh, rest.
Then aku macam bagian still trying to look strong and
like I'm okay.
Sekali katanya, apa-apa kau nya? Kenapa? I'm your husband, bah. What are you trying to do? I'm not your boss. Dapat bagi lesson. If you just lie down, like
take a break.
Take a break. Yeah. Don't forever lah, nya. Come on. Because I know who you are, nya. And then you need to plan because you need to plan the comeback. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's very funny when I met a lot of my friends. Because I did my degree after 10 maybe couple of years at work, and then I went back to school and I had friends.
Macam you did your degree?
I did my HND first.
Oh yes.
And then I went to work
and then went back to your degree.
So I had a lot of friends and colleagues.
Contacts, yeah.
Yeah. And then I met with one of them recently. I haven't seen them in a long time. Ay, bapa ko niya, career break. Kililing ako. I know you Intan niya, and I'm not surprised you're here.
Why?
You're the kind of person who doesn't like sit down and magulek, I remember you were saying to me before, like, like I'm not the kind of person yang lepas sakit gulik saja.
Yeah.
I have to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tapi again, it's about not ready to go back to like a corporate setting yet, maybe.
Right.
But I should pace myself.
Right. Of course lah.
Yeah.
You're human, no?
Yeah.
Are you human?
I am human. But I'm feeling like if there's one thing I'm feeling day by day is actually gratitude. Like a lot of gratitude to be given the fourth chance. Fourth chance. Because in the past I also had a couple of like health scare, physically, mentally.
Right.
And there's always people supporting. Surprisingly, people that I work with are very, very supportive.
Wow.
Yeah.
In all the workplaces?
Yeah, all the workplaces. They're like, I'm sure durang macam, he's an MC.
Again.
I have to cover for her. But they're very supportive. They're always looking forward to have me back with them.
Oh, that's
And I'll be
nice.
reminded, "Manahaw niya, we miss you," things like that.
Mm.
So, of course, I think it came back from my experience. I have a large family at kan.
Oh.
Like, we fight all the time. We drive each other nuts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Tapi the feeling of family, like you can make mistake, but we will help you.
Yeah.
And then it's that kind of
Like,
community.
yeah, you do whatever, but then oh, it's okay.
Sasak ko jua. Tapi macam,
There's nothing else. It's okay, fine. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your more recent feeling of what's happening to you, and
Yeah.
the feeling of this burnout. It's not unfamiliar anymore. You
Yeah.
understand.
I'm more aware. I'm more aware. I have not attended any classes. Like, you know, like what's the scientific way to overcome, but you know, what's the definition of burnout and you know, and I haven't attended any one of that, and I'm sure I'll benefit some of it because I'm realizing things as I go. Yeah, right. Like, you know, I'm experiencing it, but I hope this podcast, me sharing, would make people be more aware what a burnout is.
Yeah, because this is true about burnout and stress and all this. If you, especially our generation, we'll just keep working. Keep going and whatever. Like, we won't stop to think. Aku ni kan burnout rasanya.
Nggak tahu tu apa.
Like, we're not gonna say, oh, I need a break. You know, I'm gonna sleep in. Like,
or I think,
no.
and I hear this with my siblings. Durang macam they say it out loud. They say like, oh, I'm burning out, and apa ko buat kan? Sulah juga niya. Like, you're not paying for the house or anything. Like, you know, you're not buying.
Macam salah-salah ha. Like, if you know it, you say it. Macam.
Yeah, so that's why I think my generation, being the elder sister in the 80s, and the younger ones macam balik-balik cakap aku, healing apa tau mo ya?
Healing
time. Like you're obviously they have got their own issues. Yeah. Tapi I think there's a bit of me that judge the overuse of the word stress and burnout.
Yeah, because we're built different, you know.
Very different. Yeah. Tapi take it from me. I'm telling them now, so I learn from them lah. But it's actually good to, when you say it out loud, it makes people aware of what. I think another lesson that I learned from my siblings, the younger ones, is that it's okay to share. Yeah. Right. And even that overuse, maybe to us overuse.
Yeah, to us is overuse.
Tapi it's like, this burnout, right? I wouldn't have felt it if I had consistently take care of myself. Macam,
if you already know you need to
acknowledge it,
slow
right?
Down,
yeah, and I don't have to shout it or TikTok or anything. I just need to like say it to my inner circle.
Awareness.
Yeah, I'm feeling lain, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
but you never did, right?
No, it's I malu bah to use the word burnout.
Yeah, and you don't want to. It's not in your
dictionary,
nature to like say, you know what, I need help.
Yeah. Tapi itu tu, I think the biggest lesson that I learned also in this whole series, in this age and time, as a senior person lagi, is that it's okay to ask for help.
Again, what's the problem with asking for help anyway? Do you remember what's in your mind? Like,
I think it's the fear of like jadi ketua tapi minta tolong.
Incompetence kan?
Incompetence kan.
Takut macam depan ni kerajaan. I think that's one of everyone's big fear. Kind of like macam
you always want to look
good.
You
don't know how to do your job. Like, you know. So we have to have that distinction. Why? It's not that we can't do our job. We need a break. I'm gonna KO if I don't, you know. Right? I think that's the problem of that judgment. Like, we're afraid of that judgment. Kind of macam, ketua saja.
Yeah, experience je. Kenapa dia tu, you know? Yeah. But again, it's about asking help ataupun we have to learn how.
So how? How did you ask for help? Like, what's your method?
So I think when you put a name to it, it's easier. Like you know what to Google, and
okay.
if you know what the problem is,
Okay.
you tapi at that time finding what the actual problem also need help. So that's why you need a very strong support, someone to listen to, someone who doesn't judge.
Okay.
Kalau Bruneian, I feel family, spouses. Tapi kadang spouses yang
gila.
Oh, let's go. Anak, I find myself getting it from my younger sibling.
Okay. And how old are they?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know. The youngest is 20, I think. I am
really?
42, right? So the one in the middle is 30.
Okay.
So macam
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And also when you listen to people of different ages, so not just my siblings, but they are the biggest one lah, macam the loudest one.
Yes.
Listen to my colleague, yang tua muda. So when I listen, I was able to sort of like, so the issue is this, and then the one who highlight me like, TikTok ani, so mental health, IG is there. Okay. Like I didn't have time to look at TikTok. Kalau lihat TikTok pun cut video.
Something relaxing.
Yeah. So, but they're the one who highlight this thing.
Mental health and
like friends and like you.
Yeah, I have spoken to her numerous times.
I remember when my first crisis that I had health care, and that impacted my personal life.
All right. And in what way? Can you share?
I was trying to conceive. And we were both devastated. So obviously there was some miscommunication with my husband, decisions.
And there's pressure anyway in the air. Pressure in the air. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember meeting you for what? I think I wanted to look good and
lose weight or something.
Yeah, and then we were sort of like hanging out together.
Yeah, because I was into wellness and all that stuff.
But I find that when I share, because what I like about you is that you macam no BS.
Oh yeah. I have
say it as it
no ability to lie.
Sometimes it's good to hear. Walaupun I don't agree with you. Right? Tapi I
don't agree.
I mean, but I'm the kind of, if I don't agree with you, macam tampari or anything. Like, okay, like that's another perspective.
Okay, yeah.
That's a skill that I have. That if people I don't agree with, I don't necessarily macam berkelahi.
Yeah, you keep your own mind lah.
Yeah, so what, right? She doesn't agree with me.
Oh lah, discussion. Adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I don't have my own mind, but it's quite interesting to hear the perspective. Yeah. So I remember we were hanging out a lot, and I thought I was growing well. Like I was because my husband and I was drifting apart.
Right.
He wanted different thing. I didn't want a different thing. And I was hanging out with you, and I was losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I was looking great.
Yeah. You were
kurus ko. Ani macam nadan niya.
But
I remember there was one time in the office, and mind you, I was also happy at work. I was leading a team.
So work was good.
There was
everything was basically good except for home.
One day I find myself crying bawah meja. I mean, I had my own room, office.
Okay.
Sekali macam, again, it's sort of like similar to the burnout feeling.
Okay. Yeah, like unstable. Something.
Sekali macam kenapa ni? Kenapa? It was something I didn't know what it was.
Right.
Because nobody has ever had this issue.
Yeah, and they don't talk about it anyway.
Jaga aib, they say.
Jaga aib.
Jaga aib, right?
So basically,
and I don't know, and whatever. And then I just I just couldn't take it.
Right.
Tutup pintu. Mind you, the pintu was kaca.
Pedas siya kung sa pintu.
Sekali I went bawah meja, nangis ko. I think I called someone. I don't know, it was you.
Were you in your mind? You were thinking about it, is it?
I think.
Was it like a sudden cry?
It was a sudden thing. Because I was trying to be strong.
Yeah.
I was trying to. Well, maybe I didn't. If I want to use it right, like there's an inner me that I didn't pay attention to.
Right. Okay.
Sekali macam we just like ignore for the longest time. Ya, pandai keluar tu sendiri. And at that time, And maybe that's, in a way, that is a burnout on its own. It's not just work,
Yeah.
It's actually
like an alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just like went down, like, why am I like this? I'm like, I'm having fun with my colleague, that we were doing fantastic thing at work.
Yeah.
As a team,
Yeah.
we were building something, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, let's do this.
Motivated.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lots of challenge, of course. I mean, it was a fun environment.
Yeah.
Kali, and then I just like, it just,
Kan tiba-tiba kan.
oh, ba, macam tiba-tiba. I think maybe I was also thinking like, this is such a great day, but my husband and I are drifting apart. Ataupun macam, at that time there was no thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, like I look great, but apa ni? What is this?
Like the important thing that is
I didn't pay attention to. Yeah.
Like everything's happy, but if that's not going well, it's still not good.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe I was using work as a way out.
Hideout.
Oh, macam I came early, balik akhir. I'd stay in my office,
escape lah from the
escape lah sebenarnya.
Troubles.
Tapi the trouble, if you don't address it, will come back.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened.
Definitely. Oh, is that why I was talking to you about it a lot?
Oh,
drilling a lot of stuff in your head. Right?
Yeah. Sekali, I think someone rescued me because I called someone.
Oh, good. Okay.
A good friend of mine.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You know who you are.
So She's good now.
Yeah, she took me out.
Okay.
Tell her, we'll have a drink together.
Okay.
So that support is useful,
Of course.
And then I feel maybe she also didn't know what a macam apa ni burnout stress, but she heard me asking for help.
Yeah.
And then I think she also went through similar thing that I went through.
Right.
Like life help was weird. Relationship with spouses, because we were all growing up. My spouse was growing up himself. We were trying to adulting kind of
Plus
thing.
you were from school, you were together.
Yeah.
Dari damit so because like people change. You know? So
I don't hate him. I don't blame him.
Like, everyone's got their journey growing up.
That's right.
So,
That's why at that time it was a journey of growth. But what happened was I didn't look after my me, right? My battery kusong.
Right.
It's always the battery.
You have a tendency to do that to yourself.
Yeah. Like di-ignore ba battery ito. Kalau telepon di-charge.
Diri.
Yeah. Biar. Benar. Yeah. So,
okay.
I think that was 2018 yang aku nangis bumija ni.
Yeah, okay. Ani before COVID, ata?
Before COVID.
Just before COVID. Right. So yeah, and your friend came.
And then
Did you get pulled out of the situation, or
I
you
think,
just had a
dapat
meluahkan?
I think that's what's important, right?
Yeah.
Like you share your story with someone who understands.
Yeah.
Or kalau tidak understand pun just willing to listen.
Better yang understand lah.
Yeah.
Because I think like kalau dulu-dulu tu yang burnout and all this mental health ni kan macam gila.
Bakar.
I bet people thought you're crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I bet.
Like,
Mami je.
Ni gila ni.
Kalau mama aku tahu, I think mama aku dah tahu ni.
Now she's
not
know.
looking.
Does she listen to YouTube,
I don't think
Spotify?
Jangan beritahu like don't show this to mom.
Okay, so alright, so interesting. So you are now understanding that if you're not careful, you will reach that level and just like this.
Kasi sudah battery ito. So I think I don't think I'm damaged.
Okay.
It's not that.
Okay.
I'm only damaged if I don't look after myself.
Right.
It's not about being damaged, because I think there's another fear kan tau.
Apa you mean
Macam,
by damaged then?
In the sense that sudah tak cancer. Lagi mental health niya, sekali ada pulang orang meaning well tu
Right.
When I talk to them katanya, mau orang lagi ko kan. Macam
apa artinya tu?
Mau orang lagi ko people kerja dan tu kan yun kata.
Right.
Friends yang traditional, people like like I have friends yang like you juga, tapi we grew up together, tapi mulutnya yang dia bertapis. Bagus bilang perspektif yan eh. Tapi kalau kadang aku nak kawan ni ko, daripada aku dengar kau bet tu agak arah Burnout FM.
Like thanks a lot.
Macam not helpful, but But it does gives me perspective. Macam
Okay.
orang indah je dulu.
Oh, wow. Like to bring it back down to
So, okay lah. I see you. Okay, I'm not,
okay.
jangan manja banar.
Okay.
Kena ingati balik, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'll be offended lang. Macam tadi, does it mean that I'm damaged? I can't have children because
am I doomed?
my cancer. Private ako ni macam bini-bini dah guna. But
that's how you hear it lah.
Yeah,
okay.
But I thought myself, but no, I'm not damaged. I'm actually like I still have more to give.
Exactly, and it's damage for me. It's like toys, like items. Like we're
I'm not.
human.
I'm not a
like damaged human. Nah, I mean, no.
So, that's me finding out myself burnout. That's me experiencing mini burnout that leads to big burnout.
Right.
And now I think I'm at the phase where I'm not yet completely 100% healed. Macam yung orang keluar daripada when you swim in the ocean, you're just reaching the shore kind of thing. Like, dapat lagi swimming so much, but still have to,
still more to come. Basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's quite amazing. I'm super blessed to be in Brunei. Seringit saja, and then all the healthcare. And the doctors really care. Like holistic bah perasaan ko.
Yeah, totoo. I get it.
Yeah. So I'm super blessed. It's nothing to be apa ni orang kanina ni hindi dapat disiyasakan. It's difficult to go back to I was earning a lot of money, right? Like it's a journey. Business in Brunei is not as macam orang, it's not easy to earn money from business. But compared to anywhere else in the world, the poor people in Palestine, Gaza and things like that, we are super blessed.
Obviously, yes,
yeah,
of course.
We're well taken care of by the government. So that's one thing I'm always grateful about. Very, very happy to be in Brunei,
So you're in this world now, like great gratitude,
hopefully building my resilience back.
Because you've been through a lot.
Ito dah, when you say that, my first instinct is like, indah juga.
It sounds like you ever heard of oh my god, imposter syndrome.
Kalia, is that it?
I've been hearing that term. I'm not too sure what it is, but like people want to tell you, oh, good, and you're like,
Intan, itu juga. Ya kan,
Is it our generation? Because I get that.
Oh, really?
I do that too. Even they say, oh, well done po, dapat master's daw. Yeah, it was an easy course. It wasn't easy, but I was like,
how come we are not acknowledging our right? More like we could have done better.
It's like you don't want attention on you. Like, no. Bukan. I don't get it.
We're hard on ourselves.
If
you think about it, we are like, this is nothing,
like anyone could have done it. But
you're right. Macam when I was sick, a lot of people are saying, you're strong. Apa stroke-nya?
Banyak je orang cuman.
Banyak je orang cuman ni. Right.
Crazy. That's why when even for myself, I kind of noticed, because before maybe ada feeling macam mana, burnout, stress, whatever. Okay. But some people nowadays, they go out and get help. Like my counseling clients, like they will come and have counseling. But me myself, to think of going for counseling, nada betul.
My God.
Like my problem is not even that big. Like I don't think my problem is big enough to discuss.
Najumati.
Like banyak lagi orang lagi talk. They need to talk. I no need, because who am I? What am I? Do you ever get that? Like
yes.
Apa joke ni?
It's even worse. Masa when I was working, like I was doing training, whatever. Orang lain ternyata training.
Like they need it. It's okay. You go.
Why should I?
That'll help you. That can help you. But help diri?
Diri.
Apa kurangnya? Like I'll help you. You help me.
I think that's it. We that's the most important thing. Self-care. Tapi the thing about self-care is not about doing your nails. It's not taking a week off to go to Singapore shopping. It's actually more than that.
What is it?
I think it's about spending that quiet time with ourselves. Jangan terlama. 2 minutes saja.
Like getting to know who exactly you are today. Because people change, but you will be a different you from last year.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
macam
evolving,
one of the things that I try to do, and I'm actually quite bad in this as well. It is actually the journaling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what helps that they have a prompt now on iPhone. Like every 7 o'clock, describe to me what you feel. Okay. And I think that's a good start.
Is this an app or you just set it up yourself?
It's an app.
It's an app.
So macam and then aku pupu lah. So what? But the other day I was looking at it. I've done this,
Okay.
Since I took over. I found myself being brave enough to talk to a personal trainer. Walaupun dulu ke gym bapa. Tapi macam I did that, like
right.
Like that time to acknowledge ourselves. So I think that little time 2 minutes, record yourself, and then look back into that. I think that could be that is helping me
for sure.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to open a journal, right?
Yeah,
you have a phone all the time. Take pictures,
voice note, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, the pictures to me is like when there was one time I couldn't do anything. I was just lying in bed. Everything, the full on burnout.
Yeah.
Like it didn't just happen because of those months or whatever. It's just, there was a period in my life when like days and days in bed, sakit apa. Tapi when I look at my phone, and look, iPhone especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, ada macam mantan ni gambar tu.
Reminder.
Yeah. So
spotlight, highlight.
Yeah. So I'm like, like there's no contact or anything. There's no writing.
Yeah.
Caption, It's not Instagram. It's on your
phone. Yeah.
Your phone. So I was like, oh my god, I did this. Oh my god, that happened.
Yeah, I know. Right?
So that kind of thing, reconnecting with ourselves. For back in the past,
Yes.
For back, it's still worth it back.
Yeah, it reminds you. I used to be this way.
Yeah,
This was me.
Yeah. So it's that acknowledgement of self. Bukannya selfish, more like really in touch of like who we are.
Reconnecting with yourself.
With yourself, yeah. And I think I didn't have that. I mean, of course, because we're Muslim, so we do prayers and things like that. And I was sharing this with my other close friend the other day. And balik sudah membuat all this, like exercise apa. Why do I feel distant? Macam semayang sudah apa. And then she reached out to me. Tanya, I think you're just not ready. And
apa yang you're not ready?
Macam one of the thing I was doing was gratitude.
Yeah.
Like I sampai hafal bah macam mana membuat ni. Like I've attended so many things. Envision the person who wronged you in the highest setting.
Okay.
And then imagine say good things to you and then he goes away. And then imagine the person you wrong in the highest setting and he forgives you. And then imagine you in your highest setting. So that kind of gratitude thing.
Okay. This is what you were practicing lah.
There's many things.
Okay.
That's just an example yang senang and indah berijap.
Okay, fine.
Tapi I find myself macam, kenapa? Macam orang
just effective. Nada rasa. Nada feel.
Nada rasa.
Sama je.
This professor, tu ajarnya. Like,
okay.
Like this is a scientific thing, right? It's supposed to make you
the neuro thing, wake up this, whatever. Okay, got it.
Kali macam, I don't feel it. Like, I'm not unhappy, but
Dah masuk.
Tanya my friend na tanya, maybe it's just not the right time. So,
do you think so?
Yeah, learn to, because tanya ni, when we go to school in our time, Form 5, go uni, go, go work, There's a time, right? But sometimes you gotta let it sink.
Not everyone's the same, basically.
Yeah, but not everything has to be now, right?
Yeah.
I think Brunei, the education system is always talking about like achievement.
Yeah, ada timeline-nya lah.
Efficiency, mesti
template-nya ada lah.
Bukan saja education is also the relationship mesti kahwin by the time you're 27.
Ada template, social template. Yeah.
Kan sudah discuss, like you have attended this class. Apply it lah. What are you waiting for? Like that kind of thing. There's
logically.
Logically. Mana punya environment, but that's beside. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you learn something, but the actual macam yang masuk dalam itu, you just need to like take time to reflect.
Yeah.
Hindi terus orang you code it terus ting pandai.
Apa?
Yeah.
We're not robot.
Yeah, we're not. And especially when it comes to feelings and emotions and knowing ourselves. It took me, how many years is that? 6 years to learn about burnout.
Yeah.
And experiencing things I probably didn't experience if I caught it in the first place. But it's okay. It's about learning, right? And learning.
And plus, how would you know if you never experienced it?
I mean, we know in the sense that we Google it, right?
Theoretically, that's about it.
It's easily accessible in your phone, in Google.
But even if you read about it, you won't know until you feel it.
Exactly.
Two different things. So like, you can read about everything.
Yeah.
And still not get it.
Exactly.
Not fully.
Even if you have the best intention of wanting to learn it. Hindi to.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Then you get it.
Yeah.
Then you understand.
Yeah.
Like learning a language.
Yeah.
And just read about it.
Mostly immerse yourself.
So same with all this burnout feeling. You can read about it. You know about it. But until it happens to you.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yeah, that's burnout. Like a normal thing. But the hell no, you don't get it until you get it.
Yeah. Again, it's going back to the environment that you have.
Like if we are talking to people higher, older generation than us, talk about burnout, mana dorang like,
Papa yung napakam.
Padahal they have it ata. Pernah ta, but it's not acknowledged.
Yeah. And it's young tawani, young that generation is like the uncle, who didn't look after his health and he can't speak now, and like we always see him as like, I feel for you,
Yeah.
Mudahan baik soon. But kami prayer to mudahan niya, get back to himself. But we don't want that. We don't want to be an example yang lepas satu baru tah, yung kulit Intan niya. Yan the soft care sampai ni jadi.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be that.
You kind of see what will happen to you, if you keep at that road.
Yeah. Like, but you don't want to be, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's it,
Yeah.
So I never thought of my problems as a problem. Because you shouldn't have problems because you're so young.
Yeah.
You're way, what the hell do you know? You get what I'm saying?
I know. It's the same thing yang I tell my siblings. Burnout kamu. You only go to school, so what?
So kadang lah kamu.
Coba kan bayangkan that kind of thing.
Tapi actually-nya jadi resilient je.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, no problem. I ain't got no problem. Problem don't exist in me. Like,
I think that's dangerous also, right?
It is.
Because
it's just so false.
Because the scary thing is, well, if it goes away, fine. Right?
Yeah.
But in my case, it bubbles up. So when that bubbling up happens, I don't know if there's
it's dangerous, right?
Yeah, if there's a
no
scientific
telling
thing.
what will happen to you.
Ba?
Sekejap.
May kedengaran.
Enggak, I just can't your face. I should do that.
I said you pick this, yeah.
Oh, that's much better. Hold on. Okay. So, aku takut your tangan saja. The only reason why it's been
rupanya ko ni.
ADHD ka ko. Talking with your hands.
Is that it?
I've had a few who say the hand expression is
hindi.
Kung sa din na tao.
Tapi, salah, jabatan ni, we don't give labels. ADHD, apa, no? Apa lagi ko ni?
ADHD, apa lagi ta?
Sorry, gila ka. Kan?
We're so good we are now in this, zaman. Like, you can be taken seriously.
When you put things to words, you can,
understand it better. Kan?
Yeah.
Even autism and all this. If
Yeah.
the kid doesn't learn right. Pandai yan eh. Like,
Oh.
lang depan.
Actually, a lot of people say, burnout ni malas. Malas, kan?
Yeah.
Macam, actually, masa aku pengsan na mo lihat, I don't wanna get on my computer to look at the Zoom photos masa. Malas ko. Kan, that's the word that we use, kan? We don't say burnout.
Macam, forget it. Macam tu kan?
And it's like, the guilt is, malasan niya. Malas ko maski nga. But it's actually burnout, your social battery or your, not just social, your battery kusong sa ba.
I'm just surprised you can actually stop and think, malas.
No, it's not think, more like I express it, right?
Yeah.
Malas.
Ito ba? Like, you actually thought of it as yourself being malas.
Oh.
Actually,
we were hard on ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. So, let's talk about the end of the night. Now you're taking this stage. Yeah, you've already taken a break for a month so far. 1 month. And ongoing, like you said, and you are planning to go back to work. Okay, so ongoing job search.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what have you learned about yourself now?
Wow.
Yeah, what's the biggest thing you've learned and generally overall?
Well, I think now that I'm in my 40s, in the past, it's always like, yeah, let's go do it, laju, just get it out of the way. Iski. Now it's like, I think it's slower now, much slower. Like, and then I question things.
Question things?
Like, if we do this, ada value-nya kah? Macam, kalau kena, whatever it is, like, slow down and then think of the impact.
At more purpose?
More purpose.
With more purpose, more mindful.
More mindful. And kalau dulu penyanggupi, like, we can, okay tu. The complaint, no, we can do it. Yeah.
Okay tu, no problem.
I set example.
Hero.
A hero, lurus to hero. Wanna be. Sekali now it's like, no, I don't think I want to spend my night doing things.
Don't want to break your back doing this stuff.
I can. I have the capacity. Like after bike sudah lah. Not that I can, but I don't want to.
Ba?
Like, can we be smarter?
Yeah.
So there's a lot more conversation with myself.
Yeah.
So because I was listening, now I'm listening to my body more. Yeah. Like, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
Like
so now
you've done it in the
you're
past.
Not in proving mode. Like, I can prove to the world that I can do this kind of stuff.
But I know you can do. But let's look after the back.
Yeah. Let's not kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Doing all this.
Yeah. Like and berpada-pada. Like, I really love Malay. I keep telling people, kalau buat bike berpada-pada or even buat anything berpada-pada, like, jangan over.
Right.
Just, is this of value?
So, would you say you've grown wiser after all this?
Definitely. A lot of wiser and more appreciative. Of myself. Not so hard. Still a bit hard, kan? Ato payakan di check off ticket. Being hard on ourselves, but also more forgiving actually.
Right.
Like dulu forgiving lambat sikit. Now, we are hard on ourselves, but there's a forgiveness.
Right.
Yeah.
I think maybe bukan hard on yourself. I think because you can actually.
Yeah.
Ba?
Yeah.
But of course you can because you've done it before. Yes,
I've done it before.
I'm capable and I know it.
Yeah.
But now it's more like I also know what can happen if I accelerate luan labih.
Yeah.
So looking after yourself basically, aren't you? Like you feel more. You're number one now.
Yeah, and it's not a number one self. Apa ni macam what people say, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Or empty kettle, right? You have to fill yourself first, up first.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing now.
Yeah, like I jaga myself first.
Yeah.
Then I can.
You're listening to your body more.
Yeah. More my body, my feelings, my needs. So not just body but everything. Like just listening to. Sometimes it's your gut feel.
Yeah. Because before you wouldn't probably necessarily think it's anything. Like your body tell you, but you
Oh, what?
didn't get
the
it.
mind is so much stronger. Right?
Oh.
Our mind ni bridge apa?
Oh, you tahu ada orang macam if they don't sadar-sadar, atau artinya dah sadar
Oh.
dah sakit diri. That's where they run into a lot of health issues.
Yeah.
They get themselves into all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Sudah drop baru macam, oh, okay, I have realized now.
Yeah. So burnout to me is no longer habis orang battery boy charging. No, you need to keep the battery tu nak angus. You know, you keep it above 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so, it's not a to go a flat baru tah di recharge. It's consistent, constant thing. But it's obviously not easy. Not easy being consistent and constant. It's just that awareness lah.
Yeah, like even for myself, because I just started this counseling, and you know, mental health month. You're the last October, right?
Wow.
Today is October 31st. That's the last day of October. Mental health month. Okay, so I obviously wanted to, you know, get a lot of interviews in. You know, get started really
but
quick.
you had a lot. 7. I'm the 8th.
You're the 8th. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening.
Yeah. So like for me, it's like. Yeah, there were times where I felt macam singap-singap je, trying to get things moving, you know what I mean? But then I for me, I feel because I am in the business of mental health, right? I'm pretty aware of everything. I will take a break. You know, I'm never going to overwork.
Yeah.
Ever. Everyone take note. If I'm tired, you will not hear from me.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I do like sleep. And the beauty of having your own place is because I understand that if it's your own business, you want to, you know, it's tendency to overwork.
Yeah.
Which I kind of felt that in the beginning. But now I'm like, I can't do this, you know, I can't do this like this, you know, so I will take the days off.
Yeah.
And I can postpone things, you know, I will, you know, melakukan na. Especially my job, it requires me to be present.
Yeah.
You know, I can't have a client in. Walaupun, you know, they're paying clients, I must be there. But I'm of no use to them.
Yeah.
If I'm like half.
Oh, benar.
You know, so I can't do the session if I'm not here mentally, you know.
Yeah.
So,
your cup has to be full.
Yeah, exceedingly full. So I'm very good at that, you know, now. You know, I feel very like, you know, if I'm overwhelmed, I can feel it. And I'm good with exercise. I exercise regularly. And I do feel that really helps after a workout. It's amazing.
So it's mind, body, soul kind of thing.
Everything.
It's not just one thing, right?
No. So this kind of practice, I feel, you know, it helps us be more, you know, aware of ourselves. We love ourselves. So then burnout is more like you protect yourself from being burnt out.
Oh my God, that's one way to look at it. We are protecting ourselves, bukannya selfish.
Yeah.
But we are actually looking after God-given, you know,
like,
body, mind, soul.
This is our responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, we are our responsibility.
Yeah.
And we can't blame anyone.
No.
You know, like, you
not even
made
ourselves.
me work. You are so terrible. It cannot come from out there. Like, you did this to me, that's why look at me, you know. It's like, no, you have to be responsible for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You get that now?
Yeah.
But this is...
I can see you're listening.
Yeah. Ken?
That's a good summary.
Ken?
Yeah, that's essentially it.
Yeah, so this is why in my counseling sessions, I'm finding with nearly all the sessions, it's conclusion at the end of the whole session is always self-love.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all the issues, at the end it's self-love. When we love ourselves, we're going to do everything to make sure we're okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to let that bully get to us. You know, that kind of, because I love myself, you know. At the end, it's self-love.
The only thing we can control is our reaction.
Yeah. We're not going to put ourselves in a situation where it's going to destroy us.
Yeah.
Right.
And if we did, that must be ready to forgive.
Yeah.
That was out of ignorance, out of weakness, whatever.
Yeah. At the time.
Yeah, at that time, so. I mean, we do our best, but our best varies.
Yeah, it takes so much. I mean, even for me to say this, it took a while to reach this place. You know, bukannya dari awal I self-love you know.
Aku in between ada malu lagi apa lagi.
Like, I was working in a job I hated forever. You know, like Where's the self-love in that? But that's the thing. You will end up self-loving after you have hit the bottom, like you feel like, "Oh, cuma ni rupanya, what have I done to myself?" This kind of feeling.
I know this is ending, but exactly that's what I felt in my lowest moment. I was blaming everyone. Yoni, not to do.
Because that's how it feels like, right?
But at the end of the day, it's that little person, not the core person.
Yes.
In you. Sorry, that's
the
me
core person
that you need to protect.
for sure.
Yeah. And when you're at the lowest, it's because she's bubbling up.
Oh, yeah. So okay. So for you, don't be afraid, Ja. We shouldn't be afraid of this thing emerging again. But we don't be afraid of it, because fears are still have a hold on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's awareness. Like you just know if this, then this happens, so I'm going to be this way. So more focus on self-care.
Yeah. Self-care.
Self-love. All this kind of things. You don't have to be afraid of it. Because even if it does emerge again,
I'm already at it.
You're not going to be like shocked. You know, like,
hi. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Like it.
Then it's
then it's more of a, okay, really do need to stop for a minute.
Yeah.
It's just more like a signal to your body.
Yeah, signal. That's right. You've done the worst, like, kalau keluar sikit, okay, there's more things to learn.
Then you start breathing.
Breathing, breathe.
Yeah. So a lot of clients that I get, they are probably people who've just forgot what they're made of, like they just forgot.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah. Right.
All right. We covered a lot today.
Oh, quite heavy. Lapar sudah.
Lapar ba? Okay, so we're gonna end this session, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
And as you speak, you're saying you're realizing this and that.
So it's not a scripted thing.
Yeah, of course not.
It's also lessons and experiences.
Yeah, but as you speak, this is the thing. This is the same thing with counseling. We don't know it if it's swimming in our head.
Yes.
And once you verbalize it, articulate it, but I just realized that. Yeah, which is a great thing, right? So, don't be afraid to reach out for help if you're going through some kind of mental health breakdown. Okay, you would recommend that, right?
Definitely. Reach out to. I believe in going to trained professional like yourself. The Brunei government have got it. Talian Harapan 145. I think just go to any MOH kan? Like any clinic and ask for referral.
The point is to reach out.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
No problem is too small. Like, how I used to think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my problem's nothing.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know it's a small problem?
Yeah.
Like, this is what you tell yourself, but actually it could grow.
It could grow.
Yeah.
Because I did it to my siblings.
Yeah.
Aku macam then you might get sibling punya reply apa kau buat. So go to professional.
Yeah, it's worth talking to somebody neutral. Right? Someone who doesn't know you.
Yeah, and someone who is equipped with the skill to listen and give you the right. Maybe look at the solution together with you.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, support.
Okay, all the best. Come on.
Okay, take her advice. She's been through a lot. Don't be like her.
Don't be like me. Macam aku.
All right, thank you, Intan. I hope we can hear from more of more from you in future.
Yeah, not the bubbling.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. See you at the next podcast. Thank you.